those of you that are here. It's wonderful to see some familiar faces of our most recent health science graduating class. For those of you that I have not met, I see some parents on the call. I'm Kristen Palazzi. I'm the program director for the health science program here at North Central College. And before we begin the official ceremony, I want to explain how the ceremony will proceed given the virtual platform that we're utilizing today. I ask that you all keep your microphones muted during the ceremony to minimize distracting background noise for those watching. And you can mute your microphone. I see everybody's got it now, but to mute and unmute, it's in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, the little microphone thing. Right next to that is the video, which I see you all sharing video. So I'd encourage you to keep your cameras on and the video on. Look around at the gallery view of all your peers, faculty, administration, family, friends who have come to honor your achievements today. The chat feature is enabled. The chat feature is on the bottom of the screen. It says chat with the little bubble above it. And you're welcome to click on that, and that will open up a, it's like a group message feature on the side of the screen. If you type in here, and you can type in the bottom and then post it, everyone will see. I would encourage you to, at some point, take a moment during the ceremony and type something in the group chat to share a message of congratulations to our honorees today. Additionally, there's a document at the top of the chat that's been compiled of all the responses from the health science graduates describing their experiences at North Central, as well as the pinning ceremony program. So if you'd like a copy of both of those, we'll put those in the chat. Think of this chat like a virtual yearbook, so have fun with it and feel free to post away in that. Like I said, also, I'm recording this ceremony, so I will share those recordings with everyone after the ceremony is over for us to be able to view that as well. So now let's get to the official ceremony. Today we are pleased to recognize the professional accomplishments of 16 graduates of the health science program at North Central College. A pinning ceremony is a well-deserved tribute to all the hard work these graduates have invested in the health science degree at North Central. It is a way for the program, including faculty, administration, peers, family, and friends, to formally recognize the accomplishments of graduates of this program. The pin is a symbolic remembrance of the foundation students have obtained in health sciences as they take their next steps into the professional world or continue in graduate education. I want to acknowledge that a virtual pinning ceremony is not what you expected. I want to acknowledge you are living through extreme uncertainty and that your professional plans for work, graduate school, and plans after graduation may be greatly affected by the worldwide pandemic. However, one thing is for certain, you are all part of something historic. Your story will begin. I was a senior at North Central College in the health science program during the largest pandemic in a century. I invite you all to imagine now how your story will unfold post-COVID-19 and focus on those medical and allied healthcare aspirations that first led you to seek out the 4-year degree in health science. What will you accomplish in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years? You may become an occupational therapist who is able to help a client post-stroke be able to independently bathe themselves again, or help a child strengthen their fine motor skills. You may become a cardiac perfusionist who's able to save a patient undergoing emergency open heart surgery by delivering life-saving oxygenated blood during the procedure. You may become a nurse or a nurse practitioner who can hold the hand of a patient who has just learned they have breast cancer. You may become a public healthcare worker for the CDC who is part of a team investigating the long-term impacts of COVID-19. You may excel on the administrative side of healthcare working within a mission-critical communications process. Or you may utilize crafts, arts, and sports to help people reduce depression, stress, and anxiety as a recreational therapist. As someone with a health science degree, you will be starting your clinical or non-clinical journey into becoming a vital member of an interprofessional healthcare team. You will make a difference. You will impact lives. Your North Central College faculty and I look forward to hearing how your story unfolds, and we are so proud of you. Now, I would like to call on North Central College President, Dr. Troy Hammond, who has asked for the opportunity to address the graduates.
Well, thank you, Kristen, and thank you everyone for being here today. Good afternoon. I'm so happy to see all of you. Of course, I'd rather see you in person, but I'm glad we're able to do this together this afternoon and celebrate your accomplishments today, even if it's in a different manner. Today, we're honoring, I believe, 16 graduates who are joined by many more faculty, staff, family, and friends. And I can't think of a better way to show how much support these students have received through their North Central College education. You are alumni now. Your graduation was the launching pad for an incredible journey. Some of you are already working in clinical and non-clinical positions, and many of you have started graduate school, in some cases, right here at North Central College. Others of you are pursuing other paths made possible by your degree or still deciding what your next step will be. But regardless what you're doing now, it's just that, a first step. There are plenty more to take on the way to your brilliant future. It will be many years before you can look back on your successes and truly understand just how important your North Central College degree was in building your foundation. I get to speak with alumni all the time. Usually I would say I get to travel the country all the time and meet with alumni. I'm not doing much of the traveling part right now. But in my continued conversations with alumni that are 10, 20, 30 years out from their North Central degree, they look back and realize how much their time at North Central meant to their success. What's true for them will also be true for you, I'm confident. What you achieve in the future will be possible in large part because of the inspired instruction and the confidence you found here as students. So as you move forward, please carry the banner of North Central with you. Please stay in touch. Let us know about the great things that you're doing. Parents, family, friends, we are so very proud of your graduates and share your pride at their accomplishments. So please know that we think of you as part of the extended North Central family. So thank you again for joining us today. Alumni, I wish you the best. And I look forward to the day when I can shake your hands and congratulate you in person. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, President Hammond. So today we celebrate 16 spring 2020 graduates of the health science program. These individuals have earned either a Bachelor of Arts in Health Science or a Bachelor of Science in Health Science degree. Traditionally, these students would have chosen someone meaningful to their educational journey to pin them during this ceremony. However, today those pins were previously distributed, and the students are now that we're now honoring should be wearing them with pride. Today we will proceed with formally recognizing each student by reading their name and providing a short description of a meaningful aspect of their time at North Central College in the health science program. Dr. Martha Camerata, who's half-time professor in the health science program, will be reading these names.
Great, here we go. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Here we go. So everybody should be seeing that now. And here we go with our spring 2020 graduates. So just to recap what Dr. Palanci said. Each student was asked to provide some insight into their memories from the program, as well as what they're currently doing and their long-term career goals. So there'll be just a short synopsis of what each graduate submitted to us. So Maggie Allen. Maggie started off as a chemical microscopy major because she wanted to work as a forensic scientist for the state police, but realized that the chemistry and calculus involved was not for her. Since she always had dreams of working for the CDC, she switched to the health science major as soon as it became an option and says it was the best decision she's made. Her favorite health science memories are the group projects. Maggie is currently working for a home infusion services company as a reimbursement specialist. Long term, she hopes to be in a public health career for the CDC or government agency specializing in chronic diseases or violence as a public health issue. She thanks her parents for always supporting her goals and Professor Palanci for helping her realize what she wanted to gain from the health science major. Euclides Arroyes Rivera. Euclides immigrated to the United States as a young child and had a dream of obtaining a college education. After completing his GED and associate's degree in his early 20s, he is now proud to be finishing his 4-year bachelor's degree. Euclides currently works as a rehab aide in physical therapy and is still searching for how he wants to use his health science degree. Nicholas Bonomo. Nick chose health science because of the broad nature of the major. It allowed him to take a variety of science, math, and electives that support the core values and missions of the health science major. The best experience he had with the program was the clinical work he did at Edward Hospital. It tied together what he learned in our program and real-world experience. Currently, Nick is working for a missions-critical communications company in Colorado as a technical solutions and support specialist. Long-term, he wants to work in the business or administrative side of healthcare. He would like to thank his family for encouraging him to continue his education, all the faculty for making learning a more involved personal experience, and his peers, because without them, the program would not have been the same. Rachel Erickson. When Rachel started college, she knew that she wanted to study something related to health, but hadn't pinpointed a specific field. The health science major was a good fit because it allowed her to explore a variety of healthcare-related professions. Her favorite memories from the program were times when she and her classmates would go get ice cream or hang out and talk after class. Currently, Rachel is in graduate school, studying to be an occupational therapist. Her long-term goal is to make an impact in people's lives as a licensed occupational therapist. She would like to thank Dr. Emily Lukeshi for an amazing health literature class. Rachel says, "She taught us so much more about reading and writing medical literature, and she helped me get into grad school with essay help and mock interviews." Anita Herrera. Anita wanted to pursue a bachelor's degree in something that could help her become an advocate for people. She decided to attend North Central College and majored in health science and sociology. Anita has accomplished many achievements during her time at North Central. She studied abroad at Manipal in Karnataka, India, taking courses in their global and public health program. While there, she conducted research and wrote a paper about students' attitudes and perception towards abortion. Anita's future plans are to further her education and pursue a master's degree in public health or sociology. She hopes to spread awareness about her community and the treatment of migrant workers in regards to their health. Logan Hyslop. Logan started out as a biology major, but switched to health science once he realized he no longer wanted to go to medical school. He felt the health science major provided a broad curriculum applicable to all forms of healthcare and allowed him to take the necessary prereqs for graduate school. Logan is currently working as a perfusion assistant at Carle Foundation Hospital in Champaign, Illinois. He assists the cardiovascular perfusionist and operates the Cell Saver machine during open heart surgeries and any other surgery that involves 25% or more of blood loss. He also supports ECMO care, which is life support for patients who need it. Right now, that often entails COVID-19 patients. His next goal in life is to attend Milwaukee School of Engineering to earn his master's in perfusion. After that, he plans to become a board-certified clinical perfusionist and hopefully work in Wisconsin. Long term, he hopes to become the chief of perfusion at his hospital and add the role of vice president of operations sometime down the road. Logan would like to thank his parents, Rusty and Kim, and his girlfriend, Leslie, for all of their help and encouragement during undergrad. He'd also like to thank Brandon, Nick, and Maggie for the help with the group projects and becoming good friends through their degree choices. Carissa Holland. Carissa is currently working for Total Spectrum as a certified registered behavior technician, or RBT. In her role as an RBT, she works in the population of with the population of autism spectrum disorder, following client-specific programs that help strengthen all daily functioning skills and build confidence in each client. Carissa aspires to be a pediatric occupational therapist that specializes in autism spectrum disorder, where she can continue to be an advocate and help improve the lives of children. Brandon Jones. Brandon graduated in the spring of 2020 with a Bachelor of Science in Health Science. He has made lifelong friendships and relationships while at NCC. Brandon is planning on becoming a nurse, and he hopes to use his knowledge of health science as well as his strong and dedicated work ethic to carry him through nursing school. He has applied to an entry-level master's nursing program at the University of Illinois at Chicago and is looking forward to that new and exciting adventure. Jessica Milojevic. Jess was a leader in shaping the health science program at NCC, having roles in both developing the pinning ceremony as well as founding the Alpha Eta National Honor Society chapter. Jess will be applying to different competitive nursing programs to earn her master's degree. She will sit for the NCLEX to become a registered nurse and receive a certification as a clinical nurse leader. Her long-term goal is to become a nurse practitioner specializing in neonatal care and pediatrics. Nicole Novak. Nikki has stayed at North Central College after completing her health science bachelor's degree. She's currently enrolled in the Master's of Occupational Therapy program here at North Central and is in her first semester. She chose the health science major because it allowed her to learn about different fields of healthcare so that she could make the best decision about her future career path. The courses that she took in the major prepared her for grad school, and some of them coincide with what she is learning now. Her long-term career goal is to be an OT and work in pediatrics. After earning her master's and establishing a career, she hopes to go back and receive a doctorate in OT. Her favorite memory from the health science program was being the only student in her health leadership class with Dr. Polanski. They always had great conversations, and Nikki appreciated the individualized instruction and mentoring. She would like to thank Dr. Polanski for her support during undergrad at North Central. Nikki says, "She supported me and was there when I made my major life decisions about going into the field of OT. She was and is my biggest cheerleader, and it makes me happy to know I have her in my corner always." Sheila Prado. Sheila left her mark on the health science major by collaboratively creating the health science pinning ceremony and being a co-founder of the Alpha Eta National Honor Society chapter. Sheila chose the major because it provided a wide variety of courses that could benefit any future healthcare profession. It also provided opportunities to think or apply interdisciplinary approaches. She's considering continuing her education at North Central College, attending the Master's of Occupational Therapy program. Her long-term career goal is to practice as an OT and start a program within a health system for individuals with Guillain-Barré syndrome or chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy, or CIDP. Building on a research project from undergrad, Sheila is involved in ongoing research on these disorders with faculty at North Central and hopes to continue this line of research throughout her professional career. Sheila would like to thank the following family, friends, and professors for their support: Dora Prado, Jessica Milojevic, Marissa Wallace, Dr. Polanyi, Dr. Camerata, Dr. Lucchesi, Professor Weinerd, Professor Freistack, Dr. Stone, and Dr. Shepard. Cassandra Smith. Cassandra holds a BA in Health Science and Psychology with a minor in Wellness from North Central College. She was in the honors program at North Central College. She currently works as a registered behavioral therapist and aide in a chiropractic office. Stephanie Stocks. Stephanie is currently studying to earn her master's degree in recreational therapy at Indiana University. Once she becomes a licensed recreational therapist, she wants to work with children living with developmental disabilities. Her long-term goal is to earn a PhD in recreational therapy. She would like to thank her mom, who has been extremely supportive of her college career. Stephanie says, "I would not have gotten here without her." Dennis Taylor. Dennis started working early at the age of 16. He prides himself on his work ethic. After obtaining his PERK card, he began working for American Security Services as a full-time employee while also being a full-time student. 3 years after the start of his employment, he attended and passed the Certified Nursing Assistant course at Joliet Junior College. Upon completion, Dennis began working as a caretaker and certified nurse assistant for Assisting Hands in Plainfield, Illinois. Currently, Dennis is a security guard, a part-time certified nursing assistant, and has applied for admissions to master's level entry nursing programs beginning next year. Madeline Trinka. Maddie initially chose the health science major to prepare her for a physician assistant graduate program. She changed career tracks to nursing in junior year and was able to stay in the health science degree as it gave her a well-rounded education in the health fields. Maddie is currently working as a patient care tech at Marion Joy Rehab Hospital. She will be starting nursing school at Aurora University in the spring of 2021. Her long-term goal is to eventually become a nurse practitioner or a nurse anesthetist. Right now, she plans to get her BSN and work in a hospital setting for a few years and then go back to school to receive her nurse practitioner's degree. Maddie says she enjoyed having a small number of people in the health sciences class of 2020 because they were all able to get to know each other well and consistently had classes together. She felt that the professors and students she got to know were always friendly and willing to help with whatever was needed. Maddie wants to thank Dr. Polanyi for being the best program director she could have asked for. Maddie says of Dr. Polanyi, "She was always available and ready to help with any of my questions or concerns and always did it with a smile. I feel that I could still go to her with anything, even after I have graduated, and I know she would be more than willing to help me." Marissa Wallace. Marissa worked on campus as a laboratory assistant in the Anatomy and Physiology course and the Animal Physiology course for Dr. John Zenchak. After May graduation, Marissa's plans to work in the healthcare field in some capacity, continue to volunteer with the Indiana Dunes National Park, start to volunteer with a community center that specializes in health education, and volunteer as a sexual assault advocate with Pillars Community Health. Marissa plans to attend a master's in nursing program to become a registered nurse. She hopes to work as a forensic nurse and to eventually specialize as a sexual assault nurse examiner. She looks forward to working with the criminal justice system while in the healthcare field. The want for social justice has always been a guiding factor in Marissa's life, so the connection between those two careers is clear. Congratulations to all of our spring 2020 graduates. At this time, would everyone please unmute their microphone and join me in a round of well-deserved applause for these graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Camerata. It's so impressive to to listen to all the accomplishments of our graduates and to reflect back on some of their experiences at North Central College and how we helped shape this part of your journey. So I now have the pleasure of calling on the School of Education and Health Science Dean, Marcy Swede, who also wanted to address the honorees. Dean Swede.
Thank you, Dr. Polonsky. I've been in headphones all day, so I'm not taking them off now because my hair set this way. So I would first like to start by welcoming all the health science graduates of the year 2020. I bring greetings not only from myself, but also from Dr. Goke Pariola, the Vice President for Academic Affairs at North Central College. I'd like to start my brief remarks with a quote from Hippocrates, famous for his Hippocratic Oath. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also the love of humanity. The COVID-19 pandemic marked your college careers like no other. It disrupted your spring semester, altered your graduation ceremony, but also brought into sharp relief the importance of our healthcare system. From the clinical providers who delivered care to the administrators and case managers who ensured that the tests were ordered properly, insurance was billed, and the results communicated, everyone's role was critical to the delivery of healthcare and the broader care of our society. I am so proud and impressed by the achievements of this class. This class spearheaded the effort to bring the Alpha Eta Honor Society to this campus and helped inaugurate its first honorees. This class has had a diversity of backgrounds, experiences, professional goals, but all share a desire to contribute to society through healthcare. Many of you in your summaries, which I had the privilege of reading, expressed that the health science degree attracted you because while you knew you wanted to engage in the healthcare system in some way, you may have been unsure about what direction that path would take. The power of the health science degree was that it not only helped you determine that path, but as a consequence, you sat in classes and courses with classmates who had different career goals and perspectives than yourself. This was such a benefit to you because healthcare is a multidisciplinary field. It's a profession that only works well when interprofessional practice is at its best. In graduating with specifically a health science degree, you've already began to hone your ability to learn from professionals in other fields, to value their input, and to be empowered to share your own perspective. Carry that forward into your work, and for those of you who are going on to graduate programs, there as well. And please never forget what drew you to the healthcare field in the first place, wanting to make society a better place, and how the importance of medicine and its delivery helps with that goal. I'd like to finish my remarks with a quote from the Pulitzer Prize-winning author Alice Walker. If we want to fight people in the world, we should fight them with pillows. Pillows stuffed with food, medicine, and music. That would be so much cheaper than bombs and so much more effective. So please go forward. Take North Central with you, take what you've learned from your phenomenal faculty with you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Swede. Now, to formally welcome each of you to being part of the health science graduates is Ms. Megan McCartney, who is our most recent health science graduate from December 2019. Megan is currently attending North Central College, enrolled in our Master of Occupational Therapy program. Go ahead, Megan.
All right. Hi, everyone. As Dr. Polonsky just said, I'm Megan. I finished in December of 2019. And while it may sound that that's a semester early, it was actually a semester late. I transferred into North Central as a biology major in 2017, I believe. And I had always had the goal since high school to become an occupational therapist after some volunteer work I did with my high school. But I quickly realized that I needed something more tailored. Taking chemistry and physics didn't really seem to fit. So I think somebody said in their description that chemistry wasn't for them, and I totally understand. This is my cat. But this health science program had started that year, so no wonder I hadn't heard about it yet. And I knew that that was the one when I had talked to my advisor, and now here we are. It feels really weird to be sitting here addressing everyone as someone who had already graduated, because it doesn't really feel that way. We had classes together, like all of my classes I had taken in the program were what you were taking at the same time. So it doesn't really feel like I was ahead. And I would have walked across the stage with you in May had that been able to happen. But here we are, all surviving and thriving in whatever way we can. So like Dr. Palance said, I am currently in the Masters of Occupational Therapy program here at North Central, and I even see Nikki and Sheila every day, as well as other of 2019 and 2020 as well. And being in that we were only in the health science program for a couple short years, it's fun to be able to be in the same classes again together. Health science helped set me up, and I'm sure many of you be able to transition smoothly to a graduate program. And I hope that you all feel the same way. I hope that you feel prepared, that you are able to continue down whatever path you have chosen, which you have all chosen very amazing things that I don't think I would have even thought of or been able to do. And that's such a great thing about the program we chose. We were able to go in so many different directions, whether it be onto school or right out into the professional world. And I'm proud of all of you and happy to be here today, getting to talk to you as one of your peers. And it was cool to see what all of you were doing. And I'm sad that not everyone was able to make it. It's such a special thing that we get to be people in the healthcare field in some way, especially given our current situation. I just want to say congratulations to all of you, and congratulations for being the second graduating class of this program. And I condemn you all for trying out a new program. And I also condemn you for sticking out those last weeks doing your remaining undergraduate classes virtually. I skated by only a few months not having to do that, and I don't even think I would have been able to. College is so stressful enough with all the unknowns of what we're doing and where we're going next, and we did not need a pandemic to make that even harder. But it's not about the pandemic, this is about you guys. So welcome to the club, that we now get to be a club greater than 3 people. And so congratulations, and I can't wait to see where you all end up.
Thank you, Megan. And your cat, what's your cat's name?
Her name is Ella. And
Thank you, Megan and Ella.
she joins my Zoom sessions quite often in whatever way she can.
Very cute. I appreciate it. And you're right. The club is growing now, going from 3 to now adding 16 more. Quite the exponential growth here. And we're thrilled to have everyone now as part of the club of health science graduates. Somebody more creative needs to come up with a better name than that for the club name. But welcome everyone. And thank you, Megan, for your time to address everyone. So this now concludes our health science pinning ceremony for our spring 2020 graduates. Please look around at all the faces in the gallery, those peers, faculty, administration, family, and friends. Give a smile, a wave, thumbs up, do a little happy dance, whatever you need to do to celebrate each other. You should all be very, very proud. We look forward to staying in touch with you all, and it is with great excitement that myself and the faculty within our program will watch as you start to make your impact in the health and medical world. Please stay in touch, stay well, and welcome to the graduates of North Central College's Health Science Program Group. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations.